Yes. Okay. I'm ready. Hold on. Let me fix it. Let me fix my little score. Make sure you can't see that too much. Put it right here. Okay. I think I'm ready. Hold on. Make sure my hair is good. Alright. I think I'm good. Hey, it's Kendra Deanna, the business doula, and I believe that just as it takes a village to raise a baby, it takes a village to raise a business. So I created this channel with that in mind. Welcome to the Rise to Glow YouTube channel. So we finally did it. We made it. 90 days ago, I decided to challenge myself to do something that I am struggling with, which is staying consistent and my discipline. Did I just say that out loud? I did, but it's so true. So I have a company. My company is called Rise to Glow. I am building it up to be a seven-figure marketing agency, but you cannot have a successful business without having those things: dedication, consistency, discipline. What does that have to do with YouTube, girl? Well, it doesn't necessarily have to do with YouTube, but I really wanted to put that into practice. Two things. I saw that creators were really getting some good results from posting on YouTube. I mean, I saw creators getting monetized, them building their community. And these things have been happening, but I just saw an influx in it. Like it just, I don't know, it just came back around. And so it also reminded me of when I was working with an attorney. Originally, we were working on TikTok, but she actually was doing really well with that. So she wanted to pass on to me YouTube. And so we successfully built her YouTube channel from 195 subs to over 15K subs. And that to me was so inspiring to see we built it brick by brick together. While she was going live, talking about viral court cases and breaking them down from an attorney's perspective, I was editing and posting her educational content where she talked about trademarks as business owners and the importance of having trademarks in your businesses. And so it was great. It was wonderful. It made me think about that. And I was like, listen, we could do that too. So let's do it. We could have been so much further if we just would have kept going. When you first started your channel, we would be good right now, Kendra. But that's neither here nor there. So we're going to keep it moving and we're going to just do what we do now. So I wanted to not only give you content, but give you content that was entertaining as well. There's a word that's circulating around. I first heard it back in the Clubhouse days. Y'all remember Clubhouse? Okay. There was a business owner. She created the word edutainment. And so I wanted to give you a little bit of edutainment. I wanted to educate you while entertaining you. So I birthed a series called the Marketing Matters series where I break down viral and non-viral marketing matters and I explain why it matters in marketing. I also talk about the impact that the moment had on the business, give you some practical lessons that you can learn and take away from it. And then I also want to love on y'all because I'm a lover. So I also give you some business doula love notes. So do yourself a favor and go back and look at those series and go back and look at those episodes. It's a series that I actually want to continue on as I build my channel because there's always going to be some viral moment in a business and there's always some way that we can look at it and from a business and marketing perspective and see how we can apply that to our own business. Because a good blueprint to look at is the success of another business because it just shows you what's possible and it shows you to kind of look at things a little bit differently. So, and you can always learn from the mistakes and the success of other businesses. So, I am going to continue that series. First of all, I just want to say that I am so proud of myself. I tend to start things, get really passionate about it, get fired up about it, and then crickets. It happens, and I know I ain't the only one, but I want to stop doing that. And so with this challenge, it just let me know that I do have the ability to start something and finish it. And so I love challenges, and I implore you, as a business owner, as a content creator, to find either continue on, either do this challenge that I did, or find one that resonates with you, or create your own. But just have that accountability if you struggle with those types of things like consistency, discipline, that all of those things. Then yeah, challenges will definitely help you. And a lot of these creators actually have groups that go along with the challenge so that you're not alone. And maybe in the future I will do something like that. But I guess I got to get y'all in here first, because I think we are at, don't quote me on this, but I think we are at 45 subscribers, maybe 55 subscribers. I lost one. I don't know what happened, but um yeah. So we gotta build it up. I mean, we could do a group, but we let me not get ahead of myself. I just finished this challenge and I gotta take it one step at a time. I gotta remember to tell myself take it one step at a time, because I bite more than I can chew sometimes, and we're not doing that no more. So a little bit about the challenge. When I decided that I wanted to challenge myself, how funny is it that one of the first creators that I saw when I was when I logged on to YouTube and just kind of scrolling, looking around, and kind of just see what the forecast was, what's it like these days. The first creator that I came across was a creator named April Lynn. And April Lynn had presented a challenge, a 90-day posting challenge that she actually did herself, and really got some great results from it. So I watched the video and I was very intrigued. Not only do I love a good challenge, but I also wanted to do something that wasn't just, okay, we're just gonna post. She actually broke it down, and she broke it down, I think, into like maybe 3 or 4 phases. The first phase was just kind of doing the research, taking a couple days, maybe like a week or two, to just kind of look over, different YouTube videos, outside of your niche, and just see what kind of content is resonating with viewers. And then just kind of look and brainstorm, what kind of content do you want to put out as you're, putting out your content. So I did that. The second phase was kind of like getting your rhythm, posting the content, creating it and posting the content. And I think it was week two, maybe week 2 or week 3 of me actually posting, that I found my rhythm. I was like, okay, cool. Like between homeschooling, cooking, taking care of the house, and actually doing things for myself, I found a good rhythm. I do homeschool my children. They stay at home with me. So really finding that balance between like recording and not having them yelling like crazy, because kids are loud. As mom creators, other creators will understand. At the same time, I want y'all to actually hear what I'm saying to y'all. So, just finding that good schedule so that I am giving them the right amount of time, but then also finding time to create. About week 2, week 3, I was able to find a good balance between that. And then I want to say what made me the most proud is that no one was watching me do this. It's actually, I take that back. My children were watching me do this. And as a matter of fact, my oldest was like, Mommy, did you finish your challenge? And I was like, no, not yet. But it just kept me on track. Like, okay, your little one is watching you. She may not know, exactly what your challenge is about and what you're doing, but she's holding you accountable. So that made me really proud. What you want, girl? So that really helps me. But as far as like, I didn't have an accountability group or people that were like, hey, did you do your video? So actually, I think maybe one week I didn't do a video or something like that, because so with the challenge, you were to basically double what you usually post, and then the last week you slow it down. The last week of the challenge you slow it down, and then you produce like what she calls the banger video, which is like, basically like the grand finale, which is what this is. And I decided to do a review of the challenge for my banger video. And so yeah, it was a perfect opportunity for me to basically prove to myself that I could do something and from start to finish. And then also just to give y'all something, give you something that you can watch, be entertained by, learn something from. As a small business owner myself, I like to watch, when I do watch TV, I do like to watch things that are, that pertain to my business. Like I was watching Emily in Paris, and that is one of the reasons why I wanted to start, build up my marketing agency. I loved how they thought outside the box. You know what I mean? And it made me think about all of the things that I offer in my company. I help a lot of small business owners, and originally I was I started off throwing business baby showers, and then I started offering virtual assistants. But I soon realized that business owners really just didn't know what they needed. They needed a social media manager. But while I was managing social media accounts, I realized that their business wasn't really set up. They didn't have a brand kit, they didn't have a logo, they didn't have, a lot of the things that they needed to run their business. And I was like, you know what, if because once I decided I was going to start my business, I like went to so many different things. I was watching courses, I was on YouTube University. I was really putting myself in the position to start a business. So I'm like, if I can use that knowledge to help another business owner build their business up, we are gold. So that's where we're at right now. And yeah, listen, I don't know everything, but what I do know, I'm going to share it with y'all, because y'all are my village, and it takes a village to raise a business. That's what I always say, because I truly believe it. It is the basis of who I am as a business owner. And even before I started my business, I was a true supporter of small businesses. If my friend told me that they had a business, or even if you're not my friend, I was there. You need me to set up chairs for your event, you need me to iron some stuff, you need me to take names at the door, whatever, I'm going to do it, because I believe that, you have to start from somewhere. And if, you have just a little bit of people, just a small group of people that believe in you, it makes you want to keep going. Yeah. But until then, I really just want to just thank y'all so much for being a part of this channel. If you are not a part of the village just yet, go ahead and stop playing and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can always be notified when I drop some goodies. Again, I am Kendra Gianna, the business doula. I always say I don't know everything, but what I do know, I'm going to share it with y'all, because y'all are my village, and it takes a village to raise a business. See y'all in the next video. Bye.